Hi everybody. Welcome to my booth. Hope my hair is okay here. Trying to get pretty for the camera. So this is my booth. It's really cool. I made it for under, I think, it's pretty cheap. Less than, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, a lot. I don't know. But yeah, let me walk you through it. So these are my living statues. This is Lily and that's Tom. They will not, they're not always going to be at the booth, you know, where pets are allowed. You know, they will be with me on leash. They're very nice puppies. Oh, she got stretch. You gonna walk around with me, honey? Yeah, she gonna walk around. She gonna walk around because she wants them snacks. Let me walk you through my booth. So let's try and get through this as quickly as possible because I don't know how long this parking garage is gonna stay open. I went up to the very top and I just, you know, it's a Sunday, so, oh honey, don't poke nothing. It's a Sunday, so there's not a lot of people, so it should be okay. Yes, honey, I'll give you more snacks. You want another snack right now? Okay, let me talk to these people. I'll give you a snack. So, there we go. So this is my booth. It's pretty simple. It's not too complicated. It's kind of got a good flow. I like how bright and colorful it is. You know, color really draws people in. And so that's like the really cool thing. And it kind of has a flow to it, which is also awesome. One thing that I'm missing for this booth is I don't have weights for the bottom of this, which are I'm gonna have to order some, and that will keep these from flying everywhere. So yes, honey, there you go. Tom gets a snack too. Yes. I'm gonna have to put you back on leash, Tom, because I don't think anybody's gonna come up here though. Nobody's been up here. I've been up here for about the past hour and a half, 2 hours, and I try to put this together as quickly as possible. Yes, honeys. I think that was all the snacks, hon. Let's see here. I found these beach umbrellas for like $5 at Five Below, and they don't come with stands. So the people at Home Depot were really nice. They were just like, here, you know, they cut the bottom of them with a metal cutter, so I didn't have to buy one. And then I just made these. I already had this PVC from trying to make I tried to make a tree, and then I made the stand for my gypsy caravan, and then now they are converted into this. So depending on my needs, if I need the gypsy caravan or I need these umbrellas, these stands can, you know, I think I need to do something with this because I think it looks like it's gonna be okay. Crap. And so I found these people. I don't understand why, you know, people. Anyway, they were throwing out things, and they had all this stuff on the curb. And these actually kind of work. 3 of them work. They light up. You can kind of see the box right there. I don't have batteries in it right now. I guess I should put batteries in it. And then they threw out this abacus too. I thought that was really cool. I could have like because my theme is apocalypse, so you know you're not going to have computers in the apocalypse, and you know you're going to have these sorts of things, and you know I have I guess let me go through the booth. Gosh, I'm a little overwhelmed. I just got done making this. Lily, where'd you go? Lily, come here. Let's continue here with the booth. You know, people can walk over. They can say, hey, you know, I see. One thing that I am missing is I forgot to get that out. I forgot to get my speech face sign to put on the bottom of it. Dang it. I have this poster, which you can see in my original, actually, I think I have a picture of it right here. I have a poster. Yeah, here it is. This poster is supposed to be down here. I forgot that. That's in the car. I forgot to get that out. This is my first booth. You can see it's really, you know, it doesn't have a good flow to it. So from my first booth, this was my first booth,
And then, back up, hon. I gotta walk over the dogs. They're so calm. He's like, you could just do anything with me. And this is my new booth. And then I also have a different booth for different, like if I want to go to a convention. This is more for like a festival. And this is my booth for if I want to go to a convention. You know, people can come in and walk around and, you know, take photos with it. And it's a little bit different depending on the different conventions I go to. Wow, I'm already 5 minutes in. So people can come up, they can ask what's going on here. I can say, hey, this is my product. It's speech face masks. It's a, you know, I never saw anybody continuing with the talking masks after COVID. So I said, you know what, I'll do that. I'll continue and have talking masks. And they were they threw out that is a kite. So I just made that into a chair cover. And a church threw out this along with a festival display, and I called the church. I said, hey, can I have that? They called me back, actually. They were like, yeah, come on. And I didn't want to just go dig through a church's dumpster. So I called and left a message. A really nice church in Springfield, Missouri. And they had this huge, I mean, it was this tall. It was like a 3-foot tall, huge display of flowers. So I got that, and that's for my other booth. Those flowers will be used in this booth. But, and that's my commercial for, you know, people can come up and look through this book. You know, I'll have it, the book will be open to these pages, and I can show them, you know, this, that, and the other. And I can say, oh, it's a talking mask. I can grab one of these masks, or I can grab, you know, this is my favorite one to show and display. That's my favorite mask, but this is a good one to, you know, look it through, and people can handle it. They can feel the weight of it, you know, see what it's about. And yeah, it still has these pins in it, but you know, these are all the prototypes. So, you know, you work with what you got till you can afford more, or the time, because I work 120 goddamn hours a week. And then I'll talk to them about my masks, how, you know, these masks can be worn as costumes, or if you want, I can show you how to attach the blue filter fabric. I think that's pretty cool that this pumpkin can wear a mask. And you can also get cool designs as long as it's the same stuff. You know, this is machine washable. You know, I show you how to attach it in here, and it does not, it doesn't interfere with the function of the mask. You know, it's a little sewing secret, but I'm sure everyone will figure that out after a while. You know, my products come, when you get my product, it will be pre-packaged. It'll be nice, iron flat, look really cool. And I have different designs for different seasons, different things. So I'll eventually have a Halloween version, and also a Christmas version, and a Thanksgiving version, you know, for like turkeys. I also have, because I have a chicken, which is really cool, and turkeys, and I have an idea for a really cool Santa Claus one. I'm not going to tell about that. Ooh, that Santa Claus one is, that's cool. I think that could double as a Halloween one too. So my masks, you know, you can custom order them right here, right now at speechfacemask.etsy.com. And, you know, there's little videos on here you can watch. Of course, unfortunately, there's no sound. So I really wish there was sound, because I came up with some really cool sayings for these masks. And, you know, there were lots of different types of ways that people were trying to make masks during COVID. These came out. This helped me a lot with designing my own product, because, you know, this is something that, you know, people really needed, you know, because they were having trouble breathing. They were really suffocating under these things. And my masks are very breathable yet protective. So I think that's really cool about my designs. Again, these are all the prototypes. And then here, this is just a simple shoe rack I got from the dollar store. This is something I got from Five Below. Again, Five Below, free abacus, Dollar Tree. I found this at the Dollar Tree. It says, supposed to say party animal, but I took the Y out, because this has to do with my whole theme of becoming part animal, which is the dystopic theater play that I have that goes along with this. and the advertisement for this is right here. So this kind of goes with this. It's, that metaphors and things. So, when you watch Disney movies, there's a lot of different metaphors and different things that you see that are underlying meanings for things. So thank you, Disney, for helping me and working in film and television and learning about how to put a whole production together. So these will eventually hold different little pamphlets that you can get. I'm going to have ones for school sports teams, mascots for, you can have it for school, for your university, for your college, and also for your favorite teams. We have the Chiefs. I actually have a design for the Chiefs. It's really freaking cool. I want to make that one eventually. That will come out. It will be a really nifty design. And then I'll have a pamphlet for, work mascots, different ones that you can make for that. And then I'll have another pamphlet for using iron-on t-shirt designs. So you can actually have these ready, pre-made to go. You can have these pre-made out of white, just the white. Where's my thing here? Here we go. So you can have them pre-made. You can see this is my first prototype, and this is the new one, which is right here. That's the same one, but you can see this huge gap, and now it's really well defined. So that's me. I did this. And so you can have these pre-made that are white. They're ready to go. You just get like a t-shirt printer, any type of printer that you can use that does iron-on paper, and you can just have them ready to go and I think right here, here's a good one. So you can have different designs and just iron that on ready to go right there. So you don't have to carry a whole lot of back stock, or I don't have to carry a lot of back stock. I can just have, what I need right there, and a book. I'll have another book like this, but it'll be full of different designs people can pick out. I can just print it right there on the spot. I can get, I'm hoping to eventually get a nice printer and some printer paper and a power station. It's a non-gasoline power station. They come up with these really cool ones these days that work for quite a few hours. So that's really nifty, and they're rechargeable, and they really don't take a lot of wattage. I looked up the wattage for a printer and an iron, and it's really low, so that would last me a whole 15 hours at a convention. So that's really nifty. I might not be able to do instant print at like outside in like 150 degree weather, but different conventions require different things. And so and then also I'll have another pamphlet so we have the school sports teams, we have the work mascots, we have the just regular costume ones for Halloween. I also have ones for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and then also we'll have pamphlets down here for if you want to be a member and you want to be a part of the resellers, artisan crafters membership, you can license the patterns that are patented, and I do have, you're licensing my name, you're licensing a whole thing. I give you a whole breakdown. I haven't printed that out yet. I was supposed to earlier print that out. There was supposed to be a couple pages in here about the membership program, which I will eventually print out. I have to print that membership program pamphlets out, and then I also have to print out, make all of these. But it's pretty simple. There's not a lot to go over, so that's pretty nice. And then there's the membership program and the holidays, and then also, if you, I'm not quite sure. So school mascots, work mascots, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, membership program. I'm not quite sure what to fill this with. I'll figure out something. I had a whole bunch. I'm not even quite sure. Oh yeah, for the I can fill this with my talking dog program for the dogs, because that's just a little something side hustle I can also throw in there that I do, which is I do the talking therapy dogs. So my dogs will actually talk back to you. I not only teach them how to speak with vocally with speech assistance buttons, like the ones that Fluent Pet has, but I also teach them how to talk vocally with different tones and also through hand signals. I had speech problems growing up. I was a victim of abuse, and I had to relearn how to talk, go to speech therapy, and that got me my love of languages. I went to University for Linguistics. I wanted to be an interpreter at the UN. I studied different types of languages and vocal tones, and I came up with a language program for dogs, kind of like Dr. Dolittle, but not really. They cannot talk like we do. They don't say the same vocal sounds, but you can definitely tell like when your animal is talking to you whether or not they're mad, they're angry, or they want to go outside. This is more of an assurance. I love the fact that my dog can literally vocally tell me she has to go poop poop outside, and it's confidence in communication is great. It's not the depth of it, but definitely some knowledge there. And then also, I grew up in a veterinary household. My mom wanted to be a vet growing up, so that didn't work out. She went to school with my adopted aunt. My adopted aunt finished veterinary school, but my mom went into nursing, human nursing, and she became an RN. And my adopted aunt has had her practice for 40 years and goes back to the University of Missouri once a year to have a booth and kind of give a lecture and try and get people into her specialized field of aviary veterinary medicine, which is also another form of, where I learned communication, because birds are one of the smartest, intelligent creatures out there on land that can communicate with you. A lot of African greys and ravens are very smart birds. And so that also taught me about animal communication right there. And then also having a plethora of pets, growing up showing poodles, grooming poodles, training poodles, and also knowing the difference between a show dog mentality, a pet mentality, and also a working dog mentality. Because a lot of people in the show industry are not going to take their unneutered, unfixed, intact dog to a dog park, because those hormones cause a different type of brain activity. They just overwhelm the animals. Because they are animals, we do want to empathize and put humanistic, thoughts upon our animals, and they kind of are, but because through generation upon generation of breeding, obviously they don't look like wolves anymore, but they are still wild animals. So I always recommend get your pet spayed or neutered if you're not going to show and breed your animal. But that does not mean that an intact animal cannot communicate with speech assistance buttons. In no way does that mean that there is any difference in communication. So I teach my speech assistance program with in groups of 8 or 5 to 30 people. I do not teach animals. I teach humans how to teach their own pets, because I believe that it's your house. You're going to have your house ran the way you want it to. You're going to teach your partner, your husband, your wife, how you want your house to run. You're also going to teach your children how to behave in your own home. So you're also going to want your pet to do the same. And also I believe that the training is your training, and you're going to teach it what you want. Not everybody needs to know how your animal's trained. So that's on you. What else can I say here? Thank you for watching. What else? I recommend, for me personally, if you were to have me train a therapy dog for you, a talking therapy dog, which is one of the other things that I do, is I train talking therapy dogs. Normal therapy dogs, you cuddle in times of stress and emotion, but talking therapy dogs actually talk back. And I recommend getting a rescue dog, because they have also been through atrocities, horrible abuse, abandonment, identity issues, neglect, starvation. They're always so grateful, and always the ones that are, more talkative and understanding of what's going on, and they're going to be understanding of what you're going through too. And I highly believe that my talking dog therapy program is really geared toward the LGBTQ community, due to the horrible atrocities that the dogs have also gone through. Now that is to say that it can also be done with cats. If your cat is very talkative, of course we watch the YouTube videos where there are cats that do press buttons, so it can be done with cats. If you're a cat person, yes, I do help you train your cat. Pretty much almost any animal can be taught with talking buttons. I've seen it with horses, I've seen it with cattle. I'm not quite sure about goats, but can be done. So, and mice definitely. What else? Oh, they're just chilling. They're just chilling. So that'll probably fill the talking therapy dog program, and then I don't know which. This one, I'm still missing something here. So that's my booth, and then also I think I'm not quite sure if I'm going to have fabric swatches out. I have a whole bunch of fabric. I went to this dog boutique in Kansas, and I got to meet, you guys have probably seen that video, I got to meet a guy Larry or something. He's got Sunny and another dog. I can't think of the name of it, but they're trained circus dogs that they were at the fur ball for Wayside Waifs in Kansas City, Animal Humane Society, which again, my aunt is also a big part of, and they know me well. So I got to learn, see her business and this doggy boutique, and how she had, she made custom collars and custom leashes, and it was really neat. Her fabric swatches, I really enjoyed that. I thought that would be really cool. So maybe, this right here is supposed to be 3 foot tall by 2 foot by 1 foot. So I think it has 1 or 2 more layers, and I might make 1 layer and maybe put it over here and make a whole bunch of those fabric swatches so people can just go through. But I think I've already got that covered because, ooh, that's cool. Because if you look back here, you can see, I've already, wow, that's kind of shiny. But, I've already put a whole bunch of different combinations together. So if you see something you like, or you see like, oh, I like this one, but I'd rather have it with a green beak. Well, that is totally possible. That is totally possible. Different ones. And you can also have a tiger, and then also you can have an Oni mask. This is hand drawn on here. I kind of looked at different types of Oni masks and I kind of put it together. This is really cool because it's got teeth at the bottom of it too. So when it talks, it's really articulate. It's really cool. And you don't need these underneath. They're very breathable. Even with this on here, it's still very breathable. I really like that. Wow, this is a 20-minute video. Well, intro to my life here. And then I have a lot of fabric swatches. This is completely different. And there's the group of them. And yeah, I took this from my first booth. I took this apart. Now, printing is expensive. Printing paper is expensive. So if I can reuse whatever I can, that's pretty cool. This is my commercial, which if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, you've probably already seen my commercial. This is really nifty. This is really cool, really nice, beautiful house here, burnout house that's been like this for years. I don't understand Kansas City. So, I go through the fact that I have a sewing manual. This is the ultimate sewing manual. I commissioned an artist to make me some comic books drawings, which you can see one on the back of my shirt right now. I don't know how to get a video of that. We're gonna try here. Kind of see that. But this is a comic book I wrote. It's safe for work. Animals. So, I have several different patterns, 4 different sizes. You can add that. I was gonna make this my pen name, but you know what? I'll just stick with Jessica because that's me. And there's a Halloween version, and I made a whole bunch of different versions. So if you want to actually resell these books in your own shop, I have individual books of singular patterns that you can use, that you can sell, individually for 10 or 15 bucks, whatever you want. And then I also have, this big volume, which is probably going to be about $250 because it contains a lot. It is like 100 and something pages and patterns, and I really worked hard on that bitch. And then here we go. All my different websites. I hope to have bumper stickers made. If you want to buy a bumper sticker, I could have saved your life. People for dumb robot dogs, not jobs. And then also I am hiring. So if you guys know anybody or you want to work for me, or maybe there's 2 different festivals on the same weekend, I need somebody to run 2 different booths. This is everything we've been through with my other job. This is my first attempt. This is my first attempt at a flyer. This is my very, very first flyer for a fundraiser. And then what else? And then this is the theater show, which I'll go over that here too while we're at it. Let's go back to the other one. I don't like that one. I like this one down here. So that's my theater show. This is, where is it? Here we go. So that's an example from the inside of my sewing manual. It's all kind of crazy like this. It's very, it's got a lot going on, but you could still definitely tell, you know, what I'm pointing out here when there's things. So this is the official poster for my show. So I figure there's Lassie, you know, Lassie, you know, tell me Lassie. Lassie was supposedly a girl, except they're all boy dogs. And so Laddie, your survivor partner for the apocalypse. It's a dystopic, post-apocalyptic, Alfred Hitchcockian, family-friendly horror show with real dogs and sometimes cardboard dogs, because some places absolutely do not allow, absolutely do not allow dogs. I, you know, made some cardboard cutouts that have like some moving arms, so that's cool. It's a 15-minute theater play, but it also has another 15-minute Q&A afterwards. It has a lot of questions in it, like who is the animal, who is the human when animals now talk, talking scary dog or pet, and you know, and then also what in extreme times, you know, what animal do people become, you know, during these extreme times, because during COVID, a lot of people became animals. I don't know about your town, but in my town, people fought over toilet paper. If you weren't wearing the right type of mask, you weren't allowed in a building. You know, there were not a lot of groceries. There were, you know, groceries, but a lot of things were sold out because people were just hoarding stuff like I couldn't believe it. And then, you know, and then it also asks, it talks about, or questions the cognitive abilities of animals. You know, we may understand, you know, 5 different types of, you know, meanings for chicken: fried chicken, your fried chicken, chicken butt, you know, chicken toy. There's a chicken toy over there, actually. You know, but do they understand? Do our pets understand, you know, all of these things? Well, mine do. Mine understand chicken food, chicken fried chicken, and chicken toy. But, you know, how much are you wanting to teach your dogs, and how much work are you willing to put into it? And not all dogs are the same. Not all dogs are just as smart as other dogs, because there are some dumb dogs. Woo! You know, just like people, that's why there's a variety of dogs. So, you know, every dog is different. Every dog learns different too. But back to this, back to my theater play. Wow, my eyes are blinded from having that light in my face. So at a lot of conventions, anime, sci-fi, steampunk, horror, tattoo conventions, you know, they have these time slots for shows, and you can, you know, if you have some sort of show or something, you know, they really need a filler. So it's definitely something. Now, how I came up with this was that you can see here for my first booth. You can see my first booth, and I should have, I'm not sure. Oh, you can kind of see it right here. Let's see if it'll focus. You can kind of see that there's some people standing in front of my booth. They are elfin something or other, and they were cosplaying and using my booth as a prop and laughing and taking selfies with my booth. Nobody came up to my booth. Nobody asked me about my products. I think one person did, one. And I was sitting across from Doug Jones, the great character actor, #1 character actor of Hollywood. Man, is he tall. I should have put a picture of him in here too with my booth. But right on the opposite side was Doug Jones staring at me, and I was just staring at him going, how do I draw people in? What do I do? What am I doing wrong here about my booth? That nobody likes it. It's just being, you know, overlooked. And then I thought back to, you know, my time in film and television in Hollywood, and, you know, theatrical advertising, because, you know, cigarettes were advertised originally to women as a health aid. And so, you know, smoke for your health, smoke when you're on your period, you'll feel better, smoke a cigarette. And now pretty much everyone knows cigarettes are bad for you, and that's why they have now the marijuana is becoming recreational. People love marijuana. I personally
I believe marijuana should be medical and not recreational, but you know, it's not for everybody. I don't smoke weed, I don't do drugs, I rarely drink. I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time. I work way too much. Maybe too much. So I thought about theatrical advertising and how to draw the crowds in, and that's how I came up with my idea for, you know, color draws people in. It's definitely a grab. And then also having a show, you know, showing other people using your product is a great way of also drawing people in, because, you know, it says, hey, you know, this is how your product can be used. Don't you want to be cool like them? And there's a lot of things on TV too that a lot of people like will go out and go, oh my gosh, you know, I have to have that because my favorite character is also using that, so I need that t-shirt and I need that, this, that, and the other. I think after The Walking Dead, I think with Daryl from The Walking Dead, I think bows and arrows sales went way up after Daryl because of that, you know, him showing that product and saying, how don't you want to be a bad boy or girl or person or they or them like that. And you know, yes, I watched a lot of The Walking Dead. I stopped after gosh, I don't remember what season. I pretty much stopped watching it. I got busy. I had other things to do. So, but yeah, so my show, you know, uses the mask and talks about it, and it's mostly the dogs talking, though. I don't really talk a lot in the show. It's mostly the dogs, or maybe I will talk for the dogs if they're cardboard cutouts. Yeah, that's my trailer, and this is another one. Like, so if I go to a Renaissance festival, you know, of course there's going to be a different type of books and book covers to sell for Renaissance festivals. So, and different ones for Halloween, and another little, you know, this is pretty cool here. So this goes with this mask. It doesn't necessarily go with the cover, but it definitely goes with this mask, because it'll show you from this one mask, where is it? From this one mask right here, you can make all of these. You can make a parrot, you can make a fish, you can make a dragon, garbage man, squid, kraken. I teach you how to make a kraken with a ship on the bottom of it, so it looks like the kraken is eating the ship. It's really freaking cool. And then Cthulhu, of course. I didn't really make a page for this being, just to name acknowledgement. So Cthulhu is up to you in your own design. Put your speech face on, dear. And then not for use underwater during high winds near open flames or with extreme caustic gas. This is a costume you can wear when you have the flu. And then you can also see, like, you can kind of barely see it a little, like, gosh, there's a glare here. But that's my comic book. That's another insert from the instructions, another insert from the instructions comic book. I think that's this page right here. Cover, sewing pattern. Damn, you can't even make out what that is. Another instruction. That is from my talking dog program, which is a bonus. And that's another. So actually, yeah, I should have talked about that. So in this, where is it? So in this, actually, there's a bonus page, which I should have put a little thing down here of, I'm not sure if that page is in here or not. It should be in here. Well, I'll be. I printed it out. Where is it? Where is that page? I printed one out. Dang it. Maybe it's in my other book. But anyway, that is upsetting to me. I know I printed that page out. So it's I Love My Pet Cat, which is, honest to gosh, you know what? I'm just going to go get it. Dang it. Well, maybe I can find it. Go back to this. I'll just zoom in. We'll just zoom in because I'm not digging. So you can barely see it, but it's a picture of a cat, and it says, I love my pet cat, and pet cat is spelled vertically.
and it's an acronym. So it says pet cat means people, PE, people for the, gosh, I can't even remember of it. Oh man, gosh, I can't even remember what this means. People for the, well, you know what, I'm just gonna go get it because I know where it's at and I saw it and I'm just so, can't believe I didn't get it. I didn't get this thing out of here. Come on. That's upsetting to me. I'm not gonna shut this off because if I shut it off, it's just gonna, here we go. Gosh. My puppies are still so quiet. So these are the, yeah, I cut that poster up from my original one, and I kept all these papers because there's another version, volume, and so different volumes for different things. There's another volume. So you can, this one contains like Viking mythology, animals, Viking animals, and also pirate skull, sugar skull, cat, bat, plague rodent, lots of different things that you could do. Here it is. Pet cat. I love my pet cat. So this is part of the extra bonus, which is going to actually eventually be its own book, which is about my talking dog program and how to train your dogs. But it's I also have t-shirts too that I can sell. We'll go into t-shirts here in a minute. Proactive and extremely tangible community for animals that talk. So it's pretty cool. I like, everything I've done so far is pretty nifty. There's the Oni. The different types of things that you can put on the bottom, and then there's that, and yeah, so that's going to be a bonus book. And then I'm going to have pre-orders for these books. So I'm going to have pre-orders for the books, and I'm also going to have pre-orders for the membership program, which I hope to have out really soon, because Halloween is coming up, and that's a big time of year for costumers. Oh man, if you love costumes and you're into costume making, this would be a great thing for you. And you can also have a membership if you are a church organization. You can also buy one of these memberships and sell these. I have a whole bunch of religious ones too. So that, for the nativity, you can also buy a membership program and use these as a way to raise funds for holidays and things like that. Have them in your church gift shop. Pretty cool. You can also wear these at hospitals. They do work, especially with that blue filter in there. Don't smoke. I think that's a symbol for smoking. But that blue filter in there, you can wear these at hospitals, which would be really cool too. You can wear them at school. I'm not sure. I think I went over everything. Eventually I'll have different designs for different holidays. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. So this is my very, very first booth. Or I guess this is my second booth. Yeah, I guess this is my second booth, because my first booth is my cardboard theatrical show. And after I'm done with the theater show one, this cardboard one, here, let me bring you back to that. So we'll go back to that. So this booth, after I'm done going on stage and performing, all of this comes back down to the vendor's floor, and people can walk around. They can take photos with it. I'll have cosplay sign-up sheet, so if you want to cosplay, you can do that. And my battery is at 15%, so I got to hurry this up. It's about a 40-minute video here. And they can come down and they can cosplay, and they can also pick out, different masks, and I'll have a few up here, and that'll be pretty nifty. I'll probably have the printer up under here. I'm supposed to have wagon wheels. I didn't make those. This is a cow. If you go through, you can watch my walkthrough video for this, the unpainted version. I hope to get this printed with poly cardboard, which is the same as those yard signs and those political signs. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching my 40-minute long video. Wow, I've been here. I don't know how much it's going to cost me to get out of here. They're probably going to say, we're going to take one of your dogs or your firstborn or an arm and a leg. But yeah, I hope that you come on over to my booth and you want to become part animal and you know, decide what type of animal you want to become in these extreme times. You know, do you want to become a wolf? Do you want to become a leopard wolf? Do you want to become a fish and show everybody that you swim against the current, or that maybe you swim with the fishes? Or do you want to become a chicken and show everybody how much of a scaredy cat you are? You could become a dinosaur, an Oni spirit demon, or even an Indian god, depending on what you want. You know, different types of gods for different types of beings and people. Honestly, really cool. I think it's cool. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye. Say bye-bye, puppy. Oh, this just... She's like, I love the smell of his butt. Oh, it's my favorite smell. It's my favorite smell. Thank you, shopping center. Because I know I'm on camera. Somewhere there's a camera in here. Where is it? Oh, there, right over there. I don't know if you can see it. They've been watching me this entire time. Nobody said anything. Nobody cares. So, yeah, I dropped my card over here. Let me go pick my damn card up off the damn ground. So, gosh, I just can't stop looking at it. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Hope you stop by my booth. Thank you.